My name is Stephanie Willems. I'm Vice President of Belkin International for Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
So Belkin has a great range of products which work very well for the consumer and consumerization of electronics. What is the forward-looking portfolio like in terms of smart homes and things like that?
For the Belkin brand or the suite of brands? For the Belkin brand, it's moving into smart audio. So our view of the world is actually quite holistic. It's not necessarily limited to the Belkin brand alone. We believe in seamless, interconnected experiences that enhance the lives of consumers. In the case of Belkin, it is around smartphone and tablet and Macbook hardware. In terms of Linksys, it's about Wi-Fi and seamless Wi-Fi. And in terms of Phyn, it's about smart water. Now, eventually, we expect a lot of our experiences to interconnect, delivering holistic smart solutions to the consumer.
So is it one part missing is the user application interface? How do you actually bring all these experiences together?
Well, part of it is making sure that our cloud solutions are interconnected. So that's the backbone of where we're working towards today. And inevitably, you will see within the apps, the features coming to life. So let's take, for example, Linksys as being the backbone, because for everything you need stable Wi-Fi and powerful Wi-Fi. That would be the backbone in which we bring connected home or smart home solutions to the market. So that is a very intuitive way of addressing the consumer's needs, rather than having to open 50 apps on their phone.
So tell me about Phyn and the others.
Phyn, at this point in time, as we see it in the Middle East, is more of a B2B solution. So it is inevitably linked to a subscription and a kind of insurance, a home insurance policy. So at this point in time, for consumers, they would have the product installed, they would have the ability to turn the water on and off, depending on whether it was a minor or a major leak. And they would learn about their water consumption patterns and how to optimize those, because it could be that your teenage child is standing under the shower for an hour. Water is a finite, scarce resource in most of the world, but in this part of the world in particular, so it helps you optimize your energy bill, basically.
Fantastic. So tell me this, the portfolio, in order to get, Linksys has been here for some time, some of the others are newly acquired. What are the sort of go-to-market activities? One is to build your own channel and the retail and go that. But if you want to go scale, what are some of the options you're looking at?
When we look at Wi-Fi in particular, our biggest initiative is in the internet service provider space. So we're looking very much at where we're going in 2020 and 2021. One of the big initiatives that we're talking about is early adoption into the 5G space. So when we look at Linksys, we're looking very much at the internet service provider and SMB space, adding to our already leadership position that we have in the retail space.
The others?
Belkin is very, very well distributed in retail currently. We're looking to build our B2B portfolio in Belkin in the coming year. So using key resellers and key distribution partners that can enable us to get there. We've just launched Thunderbolt docks, the best-in-class Thunderbolt docks with Intel's latest platform. So that is a huge emphasis for Belkin going forward. And as I said, the smart audio space. More to come on that after CES.
No problem. Let's look at the Phyn, which is the latest edition and the one which is the most exciting, because using Internet of Things and the cloud combination, a lot of market analytics over there. What's an update over there in terms of the go-to-market?
In Phyn? Well, as I said, the first partnership we have signed is with Do. And so that is taking our product out into the consumer space, utilizing their network and their smart home solutions initiatives. We are also looking at other strategic partners in the Middle East. We won't be able to talk about that today, but in the very near future, we will have a significant partnership.
Just to stop here, wouldn't the first stop being the utility company? Maybe you have it already in the
As I said, we can discuss that in the near future, but currently we cannot.
So let's talk about the partnership with Du. How does this actually benefit you? Or benefit the consumer or whoever?
As I said, it gives the consumer the ability to optimize their usage of water, to prevent leaks, to basically save on home insurance. There's a number of benefits to the consumer.
It's pretty much of a distance for my internet service provider to be managing the water supply for me.
They
It's
aren't.
a leap of faith.
They aren't. They aren't managing your water supply, you're managing it. They're giving you the ability to manage it.
Okay. Let's move to the Internet of Things. Now, obviously, there's a lot of innovation happening there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you utilizing any of the newer technologies or sensors and all that across all the three brands?
Absolutely. You're looking at sensors being implemented in different ways across the various brands. Less so in the Belkin space at this stage. Yeah.
But more in the Phyn and
More in the Phyn and the Linksys space, yes.
Okay, so any other benefits to the home that's going to come up?
So as you know, we have a smart home brand, one of the first launched in the IoT space, which is Wemo. So we will be looking to bring Wemo back to the Middle East next year. Now, there will be a lot of joint cloud management coming out of our current Linksys Wi-Fi cloud. So if you can imagine a world where the Wi-Fi essentially senses that you're in the house and can then launch a number of IoT functionalities. That is how we envision the world going forward.
If I was to distribute 100 sensors in the home, would it be a separate brand or would it all be under Linksys like you're saying? Just the sensors to make life more experienceable or whatever it is?
It could be under either, but on the Wemo side, we have more of the applications and the brand recognition and the consumer acceptance. The consumer doesn't need to know what's happening in the cloud and how they interact. They just need to know that it's an intuitive, easy, voice-activated, for example, technology.
So basically you would make, as you rightly said, the wireless network more intelligent?
Absolutely.
Make it more in tune
Intuitive.
with the occupants of the
Yes.
home or the small office?
Yes, because the consumer doesn't want to know. The consumer just wants to know that it does it. So imagine that you install your Wi-Fi, you set up a couple of protocols, and then you just leave it.
So just to close the discussion on Phyn, is it entirely just a software type of engagement?
No, it's software and hardware.
There's a bit of hardware
Yeah,
also.
absolutely.
So who would be the channel partners for that? I mean, is that being set up or that's still work in progress?
We are looking to launch a B2C solution in Europe. We've just launched with large retailers in the US, Best Buy, Costco. We're about to launch with Home Depot. And then we would look to bring that solution to channel partners in the Middle East, hopefully early next
So
year.
there's a bit of fitting which needs to be done, right?
Yes.
So
So we would tap into a network of plumbers, for example. It tends to be a little bit different in each market, but the most intuitive ones would be the ones that we would